Hi guys, Matt Peters, Greater Than 40 Fitness. I had to do a dub over on this because I was running out of time, so I had to do a lot of cutting on this. This is the chest back workout. Right here I'm showing you probably the most common mistake on presses. It's when you have your shoulders up, which pulls in a lot of the front delts. As you can see, that's the incorrect method. What you want to do is you want to drop your shoulders down to pull in your pecs the whole time and not pull in very much of that front deltoid. So at the very beginning, I'm showing you the difference between your shoulders up and shoulders down. So you can see how my shoulders are down here, and I'm using all pectoral with just a little bit of bicep and a little bit of front delt. So that's real important. So what we're going to do here is we're going to superset chest and back. We're not going to do any rest time in between the chest and back exercise, and then we're going to rest a minute to a minute and a half in between the supersets. So right now I've got some 45 pounders, and I'm doing between 10 and 12 reps and trying to keep a real strict form. As you can see, I also want to dedicate this video, and I want to dedicate the physique contest that I'm entering in August to Greg Plitt, who passed on Saturday. Many of you know who he is, the greatest fitness model, physique model to ever live. Was in an unfortunate training accident and filming accident and got hit by a train. Dead at 37, and it's with great regret that I tell you that. Now I'm going straight into pull-ups here. This is probably my favorite back exercise. It's also one of the hardest. So remember guys, no rest in between. And so I'm going to do 10 to 12 pull-ups here and try to pull all the way up and let all the way down without letting your feet touch or resting. Back to Greg. Greg was one of my greatest inspirations. I was a member of his website, and I learned a whole lot from him. Check out his website. So what we're going to do here, guys, is I'm only going to show you one round of the exercises. I'm not going to bore you with all of the sets that I do, but what you want to do is you want to do 3 sets of each of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 4 exercises for each body part, and we're going to do 3 sets each for a total of 12 sets for each body part for a total of 24 sets. So this is kind of an interesting one here, guys. This is a hybrid. This is a flat bench dumbbell press fly. As you can see, I'm going straight up, and then I'm doing a fly motion on the way down. It really gives the pectoral a heck of a stretch and pulls in a lot of muscle fibers when you're doing this. Now you can't obviously do as much of a range of a fly as you would with a lighter weight on a normal fly, but this is a great hybrid for this exercise. And I had to come up with something to make it a little bit harder because I normally use 60 pounders on this, but I'm at my home gym and I haven't purchased those yet. The heaviest dumbbells I have are 45 pounds. So I needed to make this a little bit more difficult, and this certainly does. At this point, I've really got a great burn going. This is a really good exercise. I'd probably do this about every 2 or 3 times that I do chest. And then I'm going to jump straight into single arm cable rows will be next. Okay, so here we are with a single arm cable row. What you're going to do is you're going to start off with your hands supinated, your palm up, and then you're going to pull it back, and you're going to get a great back workout from this. And we're going to do each side. Now what I'm showing you is you can also do this with dumbbells. What I like about the cable is the mistake with dumbbells is people want to pull straight up instead of back, and you're not using as much of your back when you do that. And I'll show you guys later on another workout how to do that with dumbbells and not make the mistake of just pulling it straight up. Now you do work the back when you do that, but it's better when you pull it back rather than up. So we're going to do about 15 to 20 reps. I didn't really put enough weight on here. It's a little bit easy at this point. Normally I like to do about a 10 to a 12 rep range. I like to go a little bit heavier because right now, as you can see, I'm a little bulky, and so I'm trying to bulk up. I'm carrying about 11 to 11.5% body fat, and I'm going to do that for about 6 weeks, and then I'm going to start to taper it down and start to get ready for the summer and get ready for the physique contest. So now I'm switching sides. I've got my right leg forward, and I'm going to use my left arm. So I'm starting, as you can see, with palm down, and then I'm pulling it straight back. So you're getting a nice range of motion with that, and it's really working the lat in the back really well. So again, guys, we're only going to do I'm only going to show one set. So at the end of each of these, you guys owe me 2 more. Really want to watch your form, guys, especially when you pull in as much lower back as you can see I'm doing. Gets a little sloppy at the end because it's hard, but you really want to watch your form. Okay, so this next one is going to be one of my favorites. It's going to be incline cable flies. I love these. I do them from the top and from the bottom. So what you want to do here is you want to really squeeze at the top. The reason that I like cable a little bit better than dumbbells is because there's constant tension. You know, when your hands get to the top on a dumbbell, there's no tension on your chest at all. The chest muscle is really not made to press as much as it is to pull your arm in. And as you can see, there's a couple of different ways to do it. I like to flatten out my hands so I can move my arms a little bit farther in, and then you can actually crisscross them as well to get a little bit more range of motion, which I like doing too. I've got kind of a heavy weight on here for me. I like to do about 15 to 18 reps on this. But I think I only get about 12 on this because it's a little bit heavy. So there we go. We're done with that, and we're going to go straight into another exercise here. Part of the superset. It's going to be a straight bar pull down. I'm going to show you the right way and the wrong way. I'm really surprised at the gym when I see a lot of people doing this the wrong way, because basically when you do it the wrong way, you're really just using your arms, your biceps, and a little bit of shoulder. So here's the wrong way first, guys. I'm going to reach up here and I'm just going to pull it down. Now it sounds like that makes perfect sense since it's a pull down, but I'll show you the difference. So I'm pulling down here, and I'm mainly using biceps. That's really where you're feeling it. You are using a little bit of back, but not near as much as you can. Okay, so I'm going to have her go around the back and film. So this is the incorrect way. If you'll notice how much of my back is actually working. Okay, now I'm going to go the correct way, which I'm going to lean back a little bit. I'm going to arch my back, and then I'm going to attempt to pull my shoulder blades together as I pull it down. See how much more of the back muscles are being activated. It's tremendous. You can feel a huge difference in this. This is where the burn starts. This is when you can feel it in the back rather than the biceps and the shoulders. So it's just these subtle little things, guys, like I talked about on that bench press, you know, by dropping your shoulders down rather than having your shoulders up. You're using so much more chest than shoulder. So that's going to prevent injury, number one, and it's also going to allow you to work the muscle that you want to work, which is chest. Here we're working the back. So I'm just attempting to put my shoulder blades together. Obviously that's impossible, but that's what you want to think. So you're really making the mind-muscle connection like we talked about before. So this is, once again, this is a little light. I normally put about 45 more pounds on here. So I'm getting probably 15 to 18 reps here, and you know, I'd like to do just about 10 to 12, maybe 15 if I'm feeling good. Okay, so that's that superset there. Now we're going to go to the next superset, which is going to be chest. It's going to be standing flies. So what you do is you take a step forward, okay? And then, sorry about the filming here, guys. That's my 17-year-old daughter who's doing that. She's doing the best she can. Okay, so again, you're gonna have constant tension, which is great compared to any kind of dumbbell. What you want to do is you want to concentrate on getting a good stretch on the way back, and you want to really squeeze your pec when you get down to your hands being together, so you can really feel that burn. It's a little bit easier at this angle than it is on the bench, so I didn't change the weight much. So this one I'll be able to get 15 to 17 reps. This isn't a exercise that's designed for heavy weight. This is something to where 15 to 17 to 18 reps is real common. You'll see my arms are shaking. Now all these exercises, guys, ideally are going to be to failure. In other words, you can't get another one with good form. You may be able to get another one with crappy form, but we don't want to do that here, guys. We don't want to have any kind of injury. Okay, so we're going to superset this one with some small straight bar rows. So I'm putting a considerable amount of more weight on there. I'm putting about 90 more pounds on there. So we're looking at, I don't know, it's probably about 130 pounds here. And if you guys saw my gym tour, you know what that little piece is. That little board there is going to enable me to keep my feet, my body far enough back so I can keep constant tension on the cable. Because if I put my feet up against the bar, as soon as I lean forward a little bit, the cable comes off tension. So you can do this either way, supinated or pronated. Supinated is palms up, pronated is palms down. So I'm gonna, and I do both, I'm gonna do palms down on this. I'm showing those first couple of reps were the wrong way, where you're using mainly bicep and you're not squeezing your shoulder blades together and having a little bit of an arch in your back. So here I'm going the right way. You don't want to lean too far forward either and put stress on your back. So here's the correct form, and you can see the lat sticking out there on the left side. So I'm really getting a lot of back work here. This is a great exercise. You can see the expression on my face. The burn has already started after 4 or 5 reps. I'm getting about 15 to 20 on this. This again is not something that I go crazy heavy with, because I do like to stay in about the 15 rep range with this. So I've got my knees bent, guys. I've got my back arched, and I'm pulling my shoulder blades together. That's absolutely key on all back exercises. So this is going to be the last exercise. And remember, you owe me 3 sets of each superset. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a finisher. I like to do a finisher on every workout that I do. I'm going to do 1 exercise for each of the body parts that we're working, 1 exercise for chest and 1 exercise for back, and just kind of do them to failure just as a finisher. So for chest, there's nothing better than the good old-fashioned push-up. So I'm going to do as many push-ups as I can here, and then I'm going to go straight into a back exercise. And then that'll be it. It'll be time to replenish everything with a nice whey protein shake. So you want to keep your back straight. You want to put your arms out kind of wide because you don't want to pull in a lot of triceps. The closer your arms are together, the more tricep you're using. So of course, this is where I want to use chest. Keep your back flat as possible and just concentrate on using those pectorals. So there we go. I'm looking ugly there, turning red. Fantastic, means I'm working hard. Okay, now we're going to go straight into the back exercise. This is a reverse bar row, I'm sorry. And as you can see, I'm just doing about 10 rows here, trying to get my chest up to the bar. And this is a good one. And this will be the last exercise. So again, we did 4 exercises for each body part, and we did 3 sets each, and then we did 1 finishing exercise for each body part for a total of 26 sets. Thanks for watching. God bless.